There may not have been a lot of home runs this year, but this year's E3 had something for everyone. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 E3 2018 trailers. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at the best trailers shown at this year's E3, and there were some pretty good ones. So many good ones that they all couldn't make it. Number 10, Jump Force. What's that, Xbox? You have a trailer from Bandai Namco? Hell yes, and what a trailer it was. The Shonen Jump games have a sizable following in the West, despite bringing very few titles outside of Japan. That fact alone is what made this trailer all the more special. It's a new fighting game starring our favorite characters from Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, and Naruto. The environments and characters are beautifully detailed, and the action was explosive. Plus, there's that small tease of Death Note's Light Yagami and Ryuk making an appearance in the game. Oh, the teasing.
Unite to fight.
Number 9, Resident Evil 2.
If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
Hello, Raccoon City. Since its announcement, we heard very little news regarding the remake for Resident Evil 2. Imagine our surprise when the trailer dropped in the middle of Sony's briefing and Leon Kennedy appears. What followed were various scenes showcasing the astounding visuals, new character models, and terrifying scenes. The most shocking part to come from this trailer was the game's release date, January 25th, 2019. That's a closer launch than we were expecting, and we can't wait to get our hands on it. Number 8, Starfield and The Elder Scrolls 6. While this didn't do much to some of the critics and pundits, these two announcements really got our blood pumping. After a lengthy but solid showcase for Fallout 76, Todd Howard acknowledged a rumored game they'd been working on since 2013. A brief teaser was shown in the style of 2001: A Space Odyssey, and we were given a logo for the long-awaited Starfield. Following this was a teaser for the next Elder Scrolls game. Both teasers may only have gone so far as to confirm the existence of their games, but it's nice knowing that there are two big titles in the works for the next generation of consoles. Number 7, Halo Infinite. As we said in our E3 2018 predictions video, the Halo series has been rather dormant for the past couple of years. When Microsoft started their briefing with this teaser, we were somewhat confused. Was this a trailer for a new IP? Then we saw that magnificent helmet. Our badass Master Chief has returned. Not much else was shown or revealed about Halo Infinite, but we do know we're going back to one of the infamous Halo rings in far greater detail than we've seen before. Number 6, Star Fox in Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Let's rock and roll, boys!
Starlink was originally unveiled at last year's E3, and seeing it this year still left us scratching our heads. With the bubble of Toys to Life games popped, how could Starlink Battle for Atlas possibly see any amount of success? Unbeknownst to us, Ubisoft had an ace up their sleeve. After a familiar sound of garbled gibberish, it was revealed that Fox McCloud will be making a guest appearance in Starlink as a Nintendo Switch exclusive character. It was exciting to see our favourite furry pilot back in the R-Wing saddle. While the $75 price tag is quite hefty, the models of Fox and his R-Wing make it enticing for us to want to place our pre-orders. Number 5, The Last of Us Part 2. Naughty Dog has been pretty tight-lipped on what The Last of Us Part 2 will be like.
Tell me about it.
Until now, we only had a couple of teasers. Thankfully, Sony was able to open up with cutscenes from the game with a gameplay demo to boot. From the looks of it, Naughty Dog is crafting this to be just as intense as the first game. The combat is heart-pounding, the stealth portions are suspenseful, and the character animations look good, though a bit too good. While there is a bit of skepticism over the authenticity of the gameplay, Naughty Dog's track record would tell us we've got a lot to look forward to. Number 4, Beyond Good and Evil 2. Before we got into the questionable details of making art and music for Beyond Good and Evil 2, we were treated to a gorgeous and incredibly detailed cinematic trailer. This was our moment to meet the main characters of the game. Oh look, there's Paige!
Well, I have no idea what you mean.
The most surprising reveal to come out of this was the appearance of Jade. Our hero from the first Beyond Good and Evil is now a villain.
Jade.
Given that this is a prequel, we started asking many questions as to how Jade fits into the story. Why does she look so evil? What happened to her before the events of the first game? We'll have to wait until the game releases, whenever that is.
It's massive. Get back here, Shani. Hold off!
Number 3, Spider-Man. Even though PlayStation didn't exactly hit it out the park this year, they still had a solid showcase, and what better way to close the conference than with a trailer and demo for Spider-Man.
Love the optimism.
During a prison break, Spidey ran into some of his greatest foes, all of whom were on our Spider-Man villains wish list. Electro, Rhino, Scorpion, Mr. Negative, and Vulture had some really cool original designs.
Long time no see.
And the demo showed that developer Insomniac Games has put a lot of time and care into making the game.
Sorry, no time to talk!
How's the web slinger gonna get out of this jam? We'll have to find out when the game launches on September 7th, 2018. Number 2, Cyberpunk 2077.
In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America.
One of the best parts to come from these conferences is when we get that one more thing announcement. For Xbox, that meant getting their stage hacked by CD Projekt.
Thanks, and have a great Easter.
We were visually assaulted in red coding with a large assortment of hidden Easter eggs, which we've made a list for you to check out. From there, we were introduced to a beautiful, technologically advanced city filled with dangerous criminals and environments. On top of that, the music is badass. This is going to be CD Projekt Red's biggest and most exciting game yet. Before we reveal our top pick, here's a few honorable mentions.
Why are you so happy?
'Cause we get to be pirates again.
Yep, you always did like this world.
Still, it's a real shame we don't have a bigger ship.
Tears. Chiral allergy. So, you have dooms like me.
Number 1, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We all knew Smash Bros. Was going to be at E3 this year, but that didn't stop us from getting excited by the lengthy character trailer Nintendo showed. The biggest piece of news to come from this, everyone who has ever been in Smash Bros. Will be playable. And we mean everyone! This was practically Nintendo's response to hearing Marvel say that Infinity War was the biggest crossover in history and saying, hold my beer. With a release date of December 7th, 2018, we're incredibly psyched to battle Nintendo's famous just in time to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Smash Bros. Series.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.